Hi everyone, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another week of meal planning. I am continuing to put my recipes through the Weight Watcher recipe calculator and tweaking them when I need to. But my goal is to develop some delicious recipes that not only serve myself on my weight loss journey, but will be delicious meals for my family as well. Monday, I'm going to fix an old-fashioned chicken salad with real mayonnaise, you know, the real deal. And I figure if I serve it on a bed of spinach with Granny Smith apples, it just sounds really good to me. I have some mango salsa left over from Super Bowl Sunday. I had made a double batch and it is delicious. In fact, I'll put the recipe in the description box. If you want to see how I made it, you could also go look at last week's meal plan, because I did a little cook with me clip last week showing you that. But this is so good. I have about half of it left over, so I'm going to incorporate the mango salsa in a couple dinners this week to try to use it up. For dinner tonight, I have a bed of baby spinach. I put a generous serving of chicken salad on top and then put some mango salsa on it. This whole dinner is 7 smart points. I have a sheet pan that I lined with parchment paper. I sprayed with olive oil spray. I have 6 chicken breasts. I sprayed the tops with the olive oil spray, salt and pepper. I'm going to get this into a 350-degree oven. In my bowl, I have the 2 pounds of chicken breast that were cooked, and I chopped it into small pieces. I have about a cup of chopped celery, salt and pepper to taste, and 3/4 cup of real Hellmann's or Best Foods mayonnaise. I'm gonna get this mixed together. I went ahead and I divided it into 6 equal baggies, and you can see how much it is. It's quite a bit of chicken salad. Each of these are 7 smart points. This recipe here with the mango salsa, I'm going to cook all the time now. It was so good, you guys. Oh my gosh. Tuesday, I'm going to make a Weight Watcher turkey chili. It's 0 smart points, and I'm going to serve it with some pico de gallo. The boys are going to love this. I'm making a double batch. They can take it for school lunches, and we can have it just in the fridge left over as well. It makes 12 servings, 12 hearty servings. For the chili, you will need 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 2 onions diced, 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, 1 jalapeno, 8 ounces of diced green chilies. You could use canned. I'm using frozen. I have 4 cans of the Trader Joe's kidney beans, 4 cans of the pinto beans. I have a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes and a 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes. You will need 2 pounds of the 99% fat-free ground turkey breast. You will also need chili powder, ground cumin, Mexican oregano, salt. You can add some crushed red pepper flakes if you wish. I'm going to add 2 Knorr beef bouillon cubes. In my big stock pot, I put a tablespoon of olive oil. I diced up the onions. I'm going to add a couple teaspoons of salt and let these onions start breaking down. I went ahead and I chopped up the green chilies, minced the garlic, and chopped up the jalapeno, and I'm going to also add the 2 beef bouillon cubes to the onions. I cooked the onions on low for about a half an hour, and you can see how much the onions have broken down. I'm going to go ahead and add the peppers, garlic, jalapeno, and the 2 beef bouillon cubes. I added the 2 pounds of ground turkey, and we're going to get this browned. I'm going to season this with 1/4 cup of chili powder, a heaping tablespoon of ground cumin, a teaspoon of oregano, and a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Now that the turkey's browned, I'm going to add the seasonings. Let them get toasted for a minute or 2. And then I'm going to add the tomato. I'm going to add the tomato products now. Bring this to a simmer and let it simmer for 20-30 minutes. I went ahead and drained and rinsed the beans. The chili looks so good. It smells amazing. I'm going to add the drained and rinsed beans. I added 2 cups of water and the chili is done. 0 point Weight Watcher chili. Yum, yum. This is something the kids are going to enjoy too. They're not even going to know. It made 12 very generous servings. I'm going to go ahead and get the tops on these. The kids will enjoy these for lunches this week, and Ken and I as well. I'm going to make some pico de gallo to go ahead and heat this up, and then, you know, put a little bit of pico de gallo on top. I think that would be great. So there's the 0 point Weight Watcher turkey chili. I have 6 Roma tomatoes, a jalapeno, half of a white onion, a couple cloves of garlic, a lime, and half a bunch of cilantro. I'm gonna get all of this chopped up. Wednesday, we're gonna have bean tostadas. Now, recently I did a recipe share, I think it was last Wednesday, a Whip It Up Wednesday, where I showed you how I've been making refried beans in the slow cooker. They're not really refried beans, but they taste like it. And so by doing that, by cooking them that way, it makes bean tostadas with all of the trimmings 7 smart points. And my kids love bean tostadas. So that's a great deal. This entire bean tostada is 7 smart points. 2 for the corn tortilla, 1 for the sour cream, 2 for the cheese, and 2 for the Haas avocado. So 7 smart points. Delicious! Now Thursday, I've been trying to incorporate fish at least once a week into our meal plan, and salmon has been on sale. Salmon's one of my favorite fishes to eat. So I picked up some salmon. I'm going to pan sear it. I'm going to keep things simple and make it with some couscous. I mean, it can't get any easier than that. And I'll use up the remainder of the mango salsa on top of the salmon. I think that would be so good. And I'm just going to do a medley of veggies, a spring mix salad with a lemon vinaigrette, and the entire dinner is going to be 7 smart points. Tonight for dinner, we're going to be having salmon. I'm serving it with a cup of cooked couscous. I pan-seared the salmon, seasoned it with salt and pepper. I have included some of the mango salsa. I'm making that again this week. That was excellent. And then I have some blanched broccolini, shredded carrots, and snow peas. I seasoned it with the Trader Joe's Everything But the Bagel seasoning. I'm serving this with a fresh green salad with a lemon vinaigrette. And I've shown you how to make the lemon vinaigrette in past videos, but I'll put the recipe for that in the description box. So the entire dinner will be 7 smart points, 5 for the couscous and 2 for the salad with the dressing. Yum, yum. Looks great, doesn't it? Friday, I'm going to make a Doritos taco salad. It's a recipe my mom used to make in the late 70s, early 80s. And I just tweaked it just ever so slightly. And it makes 8 large salads, and they're 6 smart points a piece. The one thing I have to say is, once you put the dressing on the salad and you get it all mixed up, you really need to serve the salad like right away. Got to be ready to have dinner. It's not one of the ones that it's great for meal prep, but it's a lot of it. You get a lot of salad. I mean, you're full. If you're having one of those days where you've used a lot of points during the day and you just have a few left at night, this is a great dinner because it's really bulky. To make the meat sauce, you will need 1 large onion, 2 cloves of garlic, 2 cans, 4 ounces each of green diced chilies, 2 pounds of 99% fat-free ground turkey, and 2 packages of Taco Bell taco seasoning. I'm going to get the onion diced and the garlic finely minced. I have a frying pan heating up. I'm going to spray it with some olive oil spray pretty generously and add the onion. We're going to let this start breaking down. I want to get the onions really cooked. I'm going to add the garlic and the diced green chilies. I'm adding the turkey. I'm going to get this browned. And I also want to add 2 of these Knorr beef bouillon cubes. Kind of give it a little bit more beef flavor. Kind of break them up. Now that the turkey's getting browned up, I'm going to add the taco seasoning and just like 1/3 cup, 1/2 cup of water, and let this simmer for 20-30 minutes. This looks great. I'm going to get the rest of the salad put together. In my big bowl, I shredded a whole head of iceberg lettuce. I chopped up 3 Roma tomatoes, 6 green onions, and a 1/2 bunch of cilantro. And I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of the Kraft Catalina dressing, just the regular Kraft dressing. I'm going to use my tongs and just try to get the lettuce covered in the dressing. You may think that 1/2 cup of dressing isn't going to be enough, but just keep mixing it well with your tongs and the lettuce is going to start getting covered in the dressing. I went ahead and put the salad that was mixed with the dressing into this big serving dish along with the meat. I'm going to add 2 cans of beans, whatever kind you want, go ahead and use. Today I'm using black beans and kidney beans. I've rinsed and drained them, so we're going to add those to the mix. I have 4 ounces of shredded cheese. We're going to add that. Now I'm using the Trader Joe's light Mexican blend. I'm going to get all of this mixed together. This is what your salad is going to look like. Now the final touch is to take 4 ounces of Doritos and crumble them up and put them on top. And that's what the salad's going to look like. And there's the serving of, you can see in the meal prep container, of the Doritos taco salad, made Weight Watcher friendly. And I already know it's delicious. My mom used to make this when I was a kid in high school, and it was always one of my favorites. I had no idea that it was Weight Watcher friendly though. That's good to know. Saturday, we're gonna go to Trader Joe's and do our grocery shopping for the following week. And Ken and I are gonna go on a mini date to Chipotle. Now we went last week and I got the steak bowl. This week I'm going to try the chicken. So to recap, the brown rice is 6 smart points, pinto beans 0, the chicken will be 3, fajita veggies, salsa, pico de gallo, the corn salsa, and lettuce is 0. So for 9 smart points we can go on a date and eat out in a restaurant and that type of thing. So that's pretty good. We're at Chipotle again this week, getting ready to do our grocery shopping, and I got a bowl with the brown rice for 6 points, pinto beans, all the salsas, chicken for 3 points, and lettuce and the corn salsa. So total of 9 smart points at Chipotle. Sunday I'm going to be preparing a Valentine-ish day dinner since all the boys are going to be home. It's lobster ravioli with the basil cream sauce and Let me show you how I did it because it's so delicious. It was 12 smart points. A little high on the smart points, but for a special occasion dinner, it was so worth it. This is so decadent. Oh my gosh, you guys. For this recipe, you will need 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 onion diced, 4 cloves of garlic finely minced, salt and pepper, a pinch of red pepper flakes, a pound of cherry tomatoes, 3/4 cup of light cream. I also have 2 packages of this Trader Joe's lobster ravioli. Aren't those cute? Looks festive. I have 2 pounds of shrimp from the freezer, 2 tablespoons of 2 tablespoons of butter, 6 ounces of baby spinach, a tablespoon of fresh basil from my kitchen garden, 1/3 cup of grated Parmesan, and a tablespoon of flour. The very first thing I did was simply divide the baby spinach amongst 6 plates. I have a big pot of water heating up to a boil. I salted it very liberally with salt. I also have 2 frying pans. The first one, I have 1 tablespoon of olive oil heating up. I'm going to get the onion in here and then just let it cook until it's really cooked down and translucent. I'm seasoning with salt and black pepper and just a pinch of red pepper flakes. We'll let these onions start doing their thing. The onions have cooked down quite a bit. I'm going to add the tomatoes. I went ahead and I cut them in half. The tomatoes have softened and they have given off some of their juice. I'm going to turn the heat off and just reserve the onion tomato mixture. To cook the ravioli, I'm just going to slip it into the boiling water. When it floats, it's done. Pretty simple. In my second pan, I have the 2 tablespoons of butter and the garlic, and I'm cooking the shrimp in small batches. They only take a minute or 2 on each side. Then I take the shrimp and reserve it on a plate until I can get them all cooked. This is the last batch of the shrimp. Doesn't take too long to cook. Smells so good, but that garlic, oh my goodness. Got the last shrimp out. Now in this butter, I'm going to put in that tablespoon of flour. We'll cook it for maybe a minute or so. I'm going to start adding the light cream. Smells so good. I'm swapping back to that original pan, and we're going to go ahead and put the cream sauce into the tomatoes. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off and add the Parmesan cheese, stirring it in. And now we're going to get ready and plate this dish. We're going to go ahead and put some of that cream sauce kind of all over that ravioli. Yum. Then we're going to put some shrimps on top. That garlic shrimp. The heat from this dish is wilting the spinach. And then finally we're going to take a little bit of fresh basil from my kitchen garden and serve it up. That looks so yummy to me. So here we have the Trader Joe's lobster-filled raviolis with a cream sauce that has onions and garlic and cherry tomatoes, Parmesan cheese, and then the flavor of the butter and garlic on these shrimp. I don't even think I'm on a diet. Granted, it's 12 smart points, so this is definitely something you would do on a special occasion, but it looks delicious. Everyone's happy here at the house. Well, that's our meal plan for this week, and if you guys would like, I'll put the link to our Trader Joe's grocery haul in the description box. Okay guys, talk to you later. Happy meal planning.